Top 6 fish that seniors age 60, 70, and 80 should never eat under any circumstances. As we age, our bodies go through many changes, and with those changes come shifts in how we process food and absorb nutrients. What might have been harmless years ago can start to affect us differently, especially when it comes to our digestive health and immune systems. Fish is often hailed as a healthy choice, but not all fish are created equal, especially for seniors. In fact, some fish that are rich in nutrients may actually pose serious health risks for people over 60. In today's video, we're diving into the 6 types of fish that seniors aged 60, 70, and 80 should avoid at all costs. These fish may seem harmless, but they could have a lasting impact on your health. Let's talk about what to steer clear of to make sure you're keeping your body safe and strong. Number 1, large tuna. Large tuna, especially bluefin and albacore, are among the most mercury-contaminated fish you can eat. These tuna species are at the top of the marine food chain, which means they accumulate high levels of mercury as they grow older. This happens through a process called bioaccumulation, where mercury builds up over the fish's long lifespan. In fact, the mercury levels in bluefin and albacore tuna can be up to 1,000 times higher than the levels found in seawater. For seniors, this is a serious concern because mercury can have a devastating impact on the central nervous system, which becomes more sensitive and vulnerable as we age. Research has shown that exposure to mercury can accelerate cognitive decline and is even linked to the development of Alzheimer's disease and dementia. This is especially troubling for seniors who may already have neurological disorders, such as Parkinson's disease or essential tremors. For these individuals, consuming mercury-laden tuna can worsen their symptoms significantly. Mercury is a neurotoxin, meaning it directly damages the nervous system. This could lead to more severe cognitive issues or physical challenges, making daily life even more difficult. But it's not just the brain that suffers. Mercury can also harm other vital organs, including the liver and kidneys, which tend to become less effective as we age. This is important because seniors often struggle to detoxify their bodies the way they did when they were younger. Even small amounts of mercury consumed regularly can slowly build up in the system and cause long-term damage over time, potentially leading to chronic health issues. Additionally, many seniors take medications for heart conditions, high blood pressure, or cholesterol, which are common in older age. Few people realize that mercury can interact with these medications, either reducing their effectiveness or causing dangerous side effects. For example, mercury could interfere with the way your body processes certain medications, making them less effective in controlling conditions like high blood pressure or heart disease. This is an added layer of risk that seniors should be aware of when considering eating certain types of fish, especially larger tuna. So if you love tuna and don't want to give it up entirely, there is an alternative. Opt for canned light tuna, specifically the skipjack variety, which has much lower mercury levels due to its smaller size and shorter lifespan. However, even with this safer choice, it's important for seniors to be cautious and limit their tuna intake. Experts recommend eating no more than 2 servings of canned light tuna per week to keep mercury exposure at safe levels. In the end, it's about finding a balance that allows you to enjoy your meals while protecting your health, especially as we get older and our bodies become more sensitive to toxins. When you choose wisely, you can still enjoy the benefits of fish in your diet without putting your health at risk. So next time you're at the store, make sure you're picking the right tuna and sticking to those safe serving recommendations to keep yourself feeling your best. Your health is worth it. Number 2, swordfish. Swordfish is another fish that seniors should steer clear of, especially because of its high mercury content. This large predatory fish accumulates mercury over its long lifespan, and that mercury can pose serious health risks, particularly for older adults. What makes swordfish especially dangerous for seniors is that the mercury it contains can cross the blood-brain barrier, which becomes more permeable as we age. This means that mercury can more easily reach the brain, where it can cause a range of neurological issues. Seniors may experience symptoms like tremors, difficulty with coordination, trouble concentrating, and even mood changes. These effects can be particularly concerning for those who are already dealing with cognitive decline or other neurological conditions, but the risks don't stop there. Swordfish also contains elevated levels of PCBs, or polychlorinated biphenyls, which are toxic chemicals that linger in the environment for decades. These compounds can accumulate in the body over time, and for seniors, this could mean a weakened immune system and an increased risk of developing serious health conditions, like type 2 diabetes. The accumulation of these toxins can also have a lasting impact on the body, particularly as the immune system naturally becomes less effective with age. For seniors who are already at risk of chronic conditions, consuming swordfish can add unnecessary stress to the body. Another problem with swordfish is its potential to contain high levels of histamine, particularly if it has not been properly refrigerated. Histamine is a compound that can cause a variety of unpleasant reactions, especially for seniors with more sensitive digestive systems. For some, consuming swordfish may lead to headaches, stomach issues, or even more serious respiratory problems. This is a concern because the digestive system tends to become more fragile as we age, making it harder for seniors to process certain foods. Eating swordfish could trigger these kinds of reactions and cause unnecessary discomfort or even harm. If you're concerned about bone health, swordfish presents another issue. The mercury in swordfish can interfere with the body's ability to absorb essential nutrients like calcium and vitamin D. These nutrients are crucial for maintaining strong bones, but when mercury is present in the body, it can speed up bone loss, which increases the risk of fractures. For seniors, who are already more vulnerable to osteoporosis and other bone-related issues, this is a significant concern. The combination of mercury's negative effects on the nervous system, immune system, and bones makes swordfish a particularly dangerous choice for older adults. Given all of these potential risks, it's clear that swordfish is not a safe option for seniors, especially for those with pre-existing heart conditions, neurological disorders, or concerns about bone health. The best approach is to avoid swordfish altogether and opt for fish that are not only safer, but also provide health benefits without the same toxic risks. There are plenty of other fish that are rich in nutrients and free from the harmful compounds found in swordfish. When choosing fish for your diet, it's important to consider the impact on your health, especially as we age. By making more informed choices, seniors can continue to enjoy delicious, nutritious meals without compromising their well-being. Number 3, king mackerel. King mackerel is a fish that seniors, particularly those dealing with hypertension, kidney issues, or gout, should completely avoid. The main reason for this is that king mackerel is incredibly high in mercury, which can be harmful, especially to older adults. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at processing toxins, and mercury is one of those toxins that can build up over time, potentially leading to serious health problems. For seniors, even small amounts of mercury can affect the nervous system, leading to issues with memory, concentration, and coordination. This can be especially troubling for those already dealing with cognitive challenges. But that's not all. King mackerel also contains purines, compounds that break down into uric acid in the body. For seniors with gout or kidney problems, this is a big red flag. High levels of uric acid can trigger painful gout attacks, causing swelling, redness, and intense discomfort, usually in the joints. For seniors already struggling with joint pain, the last thing they need is another trigger that could make their condition worse. Additionally, the buildup of uric acid can also put more strain on the kidneys, which are already under stress in older adults, leading to potential kidney damage over time. For seniors with diabetes, king mackerel poses another danger. It can exacerbate symptoms of peripheral neuropathy, a condition that causes tingling, numbness, and pain in the hands and feet. This can make daily activities much more difficult and uncomfortable, as the nerve damage caused by neuropathy can worsen with time. To make matters worse, king mackerel is also high in histamine, a compound that can trigger allergic reactions. For seniors, these reactions might include symptoms like facial redness, headaches, and digestive issues. In more severe cases, it could even lead to difficulty breathing, making it a real concern for those with sensitive immune systems. What's more, king mackerel can interact negatively with certain medications commonly prescribed to seniors. For instance, it can interfere with blood pressure medications, anticoagulants, and other vital drugs, reducing their effectiveness or causing dangerous side effects. Seniors already taking medications for heart conditions or other chronic issues should be particularly cautious about consuming this fish, as it could complicate their health management. If you're a fan of mackerel and enjoy the taste, don't worry. There are alternatives. Atlantic mackerel is a safer choice. It has a much lower mercury content and is less likely to cause the issues associated with king mackerel. Atlantic mackerel still offers the same great nutritional benefits, including omega-3 fatty acids, without putting your health at risk. By choosing safer options like Atlantic mackerel, seniors can still enjoy delicious and healthy fish without the harmful effects that come with king mackerel. In summary, king mackerel might seem like a healthy option, but its high mercury content, purines, and histamine levels make it a dangerous choice for seniors, especially those with existing health conditions. The risks of gout, kidney damage, and allergic reactions are too great, not to mention the potential for medication interactions. Seniors should avoid this fish and opt for safer alternatives like Atlantic mackerel, which provides similar nutritional benefits without the harmful side effects. Making these informed choices will help seniors maintain their health and enjoy their meals without unnecessary risks. If you're finding this content helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any future videos. Your support seriously means a lot and keeps me motivated to keep creating more awesome stuff. Number 4. Intensively farmed tilapia. Tilapia might seem like an easy, affordable option for seniors looking to add some fish to their diet, but there's a darker side to farmed tilapia that could put your health at risk. The issue comes primarily from how tilapia are raised in poorly regulated farms, which are often overcrowded and unsanitary. These conditions make the fish more susceptible to diseases, and to combat the infections, large quantities of antibiotics are used. Antibiotics that are often banned in many developed countries because of their dangerous health effects. When seniors consume tilapia raised in these conditions, they unknowingly ingest these antibiotics, which accumulate in the fish and can lead to serious health problems. As we age, our immune systems and liver functions aren't as strong as they once were, which makes it even harder for our bodies to eliminate these harmful substances. The buildup of these toxins can cause long-term damage to our organs and overall health. But that's not all. Intensively farmed tilapia can also contain traces of pesticides and fungicides used to control parasites in these overcrowded farming tanks. These chemicals can linger in the fish and build up in the body, which is particularly concerning for seniors with compromised kidney function. As our kidneys become less efficient with age, it becomes harder to flush out these harmful substances, leading to a higher risk of chemical buildup that could cause further damage over time. Additionally, tilapia raised in these conditions is also known for having an unhealthy balance of fatty acids, with a much higher amount of omega-6 fatty acids compared to omega-3s. This imbalance can worsen chronic inflammatory conditions like arthritis, heart disease, and diabetes, issues that are already common among older adults. The excessive omega-6 can contribute to chronic inflammation, making these conditions worse and potentially speeding up their progression. If you still enjoy the taste of tilapia and want to include it in your diet, it's essential to make sure you're choosing sustainably farmed options that come from reputable sources. These fish are raised in more controlled, regulated environments, and they're less likely to contain dangerous antibiotics, pesticides, or harmful fatty acids. When choosing tilapia, always look for certification that ensures it was farmed responsibly, as this can provide peace of mind that you're eating a healthier option. While tilapia might seem like a convenient and affordable choice, seniors should be cautious about the potential risks of intensively farmed tilapia. The long-term health consequences just aren't worth it, especially when there are safer, healthier fish options available. By making informed choices, you can protect your health and ensure that every bite of fish is helping, not harming, your body. Number 5. Imported catfish. When it comes to fish, catfish is often considered a tasty and affordable option. But seniors should be extremely cautious when it comes to imported catfish, especially those from Southeast Asia. The conditions in many overseas catfish farms are far from ideal, with poor water quality and inadequate waste management. These farms frequently use water that's contaminated with industrial waste, agricultural runoff, and untreated sewage. This exposure to polluted water means that the fish can absorb harmful toxins, such as heavy metals like lead, cadmium, and chromium. These metals can have devastating effects on your health, especially for seniors. As we get older, our body's ability to detoxify and remove harmful substances slows down, making it even harder to process these dangerous metals. Over time, exposure to heavy metals can lead to serious health issues like brain damage, weakened bones, and overall deterioration of well-being. Beyond heavy metals, imported catfish often contains harmful residues from antibiotics and chemicals used during production to preserve freshness and extend shelf life. These substances may seem harmless at first, but they can cause allergic reactions, digestive problems, and in some cases, even more severe health concerns. For seniors who are already on multiple medications, these chemicals can interact negatively, potentially causing complications or reducing the effectiveness of their treatments. Even more troubling is the fact that some of these catfish are treated with banned pesticides and fungicides, which have been shown to pose long-term health risks, including neurological damage and an increased risk of cancer. Seniors in particular are highly susceptible to these dangers due to their aging bodies, which are not as capable of handling toxic substances as they once were. The risks posed by imported catfish, ranging from exposure to heavy metals to dangerous chemicals and pesticides, greatly outweigh any potential nutritional benefits. The short-term appeal of this fish just isn't worth the long-term damage it could do to your health. If you're craving catfish, it's always better to look for responsibly farmed options from trusted, well-regulated sources. It's crucial for your health to make informed choices. And with all the risks associated with imported catfish, it's best to steer clear of it altogether. Seniors deserve to enjoy their meals without compromising their health. And avoiding imported catfish is one simple but powerful step in the right direction. Number 6. Intensively farmed Atlantic salmon. When we think of healthy fish options, salmon often comes to mind, especially for seniors looking to boost their omega-3 intake. However, farmed Atlantic salmon, though it may seem like a great choice, is actually one of the fish that should be avoided, particularly for older adults. The farming practices used for this fish can pose significant health risk, and these dangers are often overlooked. In many cases, Atlantic salmon are raised in overcrowded ocean cages, where disease and parasites can spread rapidly. To combat these issues, large amounts of antibiotics and pesticides are regularly used, which then accumulate in the fish's fatty tissue. For seniors whose liver and kidneys may not function as efficiently as they once did, the buildup of these chemicals can have serious consequences. Over time, the toxins from these substances can accumulate in the body and lead to harmful side effects, further compromising health. In addition to the antibiotics and pesticides, farmed salmon is also laden with persistent environmental pollutants, like dioxins and polychlorinated biphenyls, your PCBs. These chemicals are known for their ability to disrupt the endocrine system and weaken the immune system. Since seniors are already at a higher risk for weakened immune functions and age-related hormonal imbalances, exposure to these toxins can have far-reaching consequences, potentially exacerbating existing health issues. Another major issue with farmed Atlantic salmon is its less-than-ideal fat profile. Unlike wild-caught salmon, which is known for its heart-healthy omega-3 fatty acids, farmed salmon is fed a diet of grains and vegetable oils. This diet results in a higher ratio of omega-6 fatty acids compared to omega-3s, which can contribute to inflammation. For seniors dealing with chronic conditions like arthritis, cardiovascular disease, or other inflammatory conditions, this imbalance in fats can worsen symptoms and lead to further discomfort. For anyone already battling joint pain or heart issues, consuming salmon with a poor fat profile can be counterproductive. Additionally, farmed salmon is often artificially colored to achieve its signature pink hue. While this might seem like a harmless cosmetic treatment, the synthetic coloring agents used can trigger allergic reactions, digestive problems, and even skin issues in older adults. The last thing any senior needs is a food choice that triggers adverse effects like these, adding unnecessary complications to their daily routine. All of these factors combined make farmed Atlantic salmon a less than ideal choice for seniors. While salmon in its wild form remains a healthy and beneficial option, the risks associated with farmed salmon, especially the chemicals, pollutants, and poor fat profile, make it a fish that should be avoided under any circumstances. Seniors should be cautious and consider other fish options that are raised more sustainably and are free from these harmful substances. Taking care of your health in your later years is crucial, and understanding what goes into the foods you eat is a big part of that. So, while salmon might be a great addition to your diet, make sure it's wild caught, not farmed, to avoid these hidden health dangers. By avoiding these 6 types of fish, seniors can significantly reduce their risk of exposure to harmful toxins and make healthier, safer choices for their diets. The good news is that there are plenty of other fish options that are not only rich in nutrients, but also come with fewer health risks. Wild-caught salmon, mackerel, and sardines are excellent alternatives that provide those vital omega-3 fatty acids your body needs to stay strong, sharp, and energized. These fish are not only tasty, but also offer the kind of nutrition that can support your heart, brain, and overall well-being without the concerns that come with the fish we talked about today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with friends and family who may need this information, and subscribe to our channel for more tips on maintaining a healthy lifestyle as you age. We've got a lot more videos coming your way that will help you live your best, healthiest life. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay healthy and take care. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on future videos. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.